It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Colts and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week.
20 carries, 69 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
First carry for the Oregon State man, Jamar Jefferson.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Here we go.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now a give running left with Jefferson.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Able to get away. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Set. 60 outlaw. 5.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence
to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On the set.
Hunt.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Let's go, D.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Room here to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 12-3 your score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pollard. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Lawrence. Swings this out for Hunt. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Go. Motion out of backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. He can't get him down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A carry here for Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Pollard. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing Jones. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throws this one right side to Pascal. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll look to throw again. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On third down, Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a third time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
On first down, Lawrence. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Mooney. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'm here all day.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Sam off.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now.
Motion.
44. Mike.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
General West. Snap.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll get that to the former Colt. It's Eric Ebron. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Yep. Hey, lock it.
I got one. Show it up.
Tighten up. Leo. Get it.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey. Go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, it's Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And that'll set them back 5. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back now at Soldier Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Gets past one man. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Jones. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. They'll find Everett there, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
On the give, this is Jefferson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Come on now.
Now,
Let's
yes,
go.
a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darnell Mooney, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready. Get ready. I can hear you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On second down, it's Robinson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The screen pass here to Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. K.J. Osborne. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They run. Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
Hey, back up. Hey, lock it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the Colts are right back in this football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.